Welcome. My name is Brandon. Please join me on this tour of the Plaza Square Mall in Winona, Minnesota. This mall has flown under the radar of many dead mall enthusiasts. I learned about it from fans who posted about its existence in the comment section of my Winona Mall video. I did not visit Plaza Square until 2 years after that video's release, because Plaza Square is only open on weekdays, and it is a 2.5 hour drive from my house. I finally had an excuse to visit when I drove through Winona on my way to a handbell conference in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I want to give a shout out to Brian Murray, who made the first video of this mall and also gave me a shout out, hoping I would visit Plaza Square and make my own video. Thank you, Brian. Brian shared personal memories about the mall, which were very useful because I could not find any history on this mall other than facts and memories he shared. The tenant up ahead used to be a Thrifty White drugstore. The store closed in 2002 when Thrifty White was purchased by Hy-Vee. Customers' prescriptions were transferred to the Hy-Vee's pharmacy. Brian remembers there being a clothing store on the left around here. He also has memories of this being an actual mall in the late 1980s, early 1990s. Brian remembers there being a coffee shop called the Bun Barn in the mall. Noreen Haynes, who ran the place during the 1980s and 1990s, shared these photographs with me. Thank you, Noreen. I really appreciate being able to show these photographs to others. This place may no longer be a traditional mall, but it is definitely not dead. Someone loves the complex enough to tend to these beautiful flowers. I was shocked to see the look of this mall in Brian's original video. I expected a boring hallway and not all of these gorgeous lamps, wooden beams, brown brick, and high ceilings. And that's it for Plaza Square. But please do not go anywhere. I have a surprise for you. Are you ready for the surprise? I have an entire second mall to show you. Well, in Winona, I thought I might as well revisit the Winona Mall. So let's go check it out. I smile when I remember the first time I walked through Winona Mall. I am replaying the royalty-free YouTube music I used in my original video to bring back those memories. It was such a thrill to finally see a mall I had fallen in love with on labelscar.com. Since this is an update video, I will not be going in depth about mall history. Instead, I will talk about updates since my last visit in May 2021. Huh. Somber ambient music. So, when's the mall closing? That's what this is about, right? Yes, Winona Mall is closing. Well, mostly. I knew about this when visiting. Otherwise, I had no intentions of filming Winona Mall again. While I find my old video a little cringy, I was still working on my voice. I thought it was a good time capsule, and that I did not need to make a second video. Why is the mall closing? Am I about to throw dirt, to rant and rave about a neglectful or criminal owner? No, not today. I believe the former owner, John Alexander, did the right thing. He had been trying to do something useful at the mall since he purchased it in 2017. He brought in businesses to fill the spaces that once housed stores and converted several tenants into office space for a call center. But then COVID hit in 2020, and people started working from home. At the end of 2023, Alexander started work with the Hiawatha Valley Education District to sell them the property with the intention to turn the building into a special educational school. The district is working with Kraus Anderson as their architectural consultant. Kraus Anderson owns the mallways I shared on my channel a long time ago, Valley West and Southtown in Bloomington, Minnesota. While most of the Winona Mall will be turned into a school, a few tenants were allowed to stay. Backyard Barbecue, Ocean Sushi, and Sups. Sups, a seller of sports nutrition products, had left the mall by the time I shot this footage. The DMV will be staying until the end of their lease, at the end of 2024. Winona Axe and Arcade left the mall and had plans to reopen in downtown Winona. Baby Bean and GQ Hairstyling closed permanently. I do not know the fate of the other tenants shown in my video that I took in June 2024. Whenever you see a weird transition, that is me jumping between 2024 and 2021 to show places that have been sealed off. Despite a reputation for cold weather, I have never seen fresh snow in June. Look at that jittery 30 frames per second footage. I did not know why one would film in 60 when 30 seemed okay. Until you slow it down. Should I be playing this somber ambient music for this video? Come on, this is going to be a school. What a great use for a mall. But I am torn, honestly. Part of me feels bad for the small businesses who have had to close or spend their hard-earned money to relocate. But another part of me is glad this mall will be a place to help children. I might have ranted a little if the mall were to be demolished for condominiums. Winona has gone from 2 traditional malls, down to 1, down to none. But at least the buildings still stand. If Winona residents want to shop at a mall, they can drive the 30 miles to Valley View Mall in La Crosse, Wisconsin. At least for now. That mall is owned by the slumlord Kohan Retail Investment Group, a company that is letting the mall die, and even neglected to pay the electric bill. Fortunately, that mall opened after a few days of darkness. Some of Kohan's malls never reopen. While working on this video, I had the question, does Winona need malls? Did they ever need them? Winona has 4 big box stores: Fleet Farm, Menards, Target, and Walmart. For small business shopping, there are plenty of places downtown. I spent the night in downtown Winona with my wife and friends in 2021, and we enjoyed our stay. If I had not been traveling to La Crosse this past summer, I would have hung out more in Winona, maybe long enough for a cup of coffee or even dinner. While Bun Barn left Plaza Square decades ago, there is a coffee shop right next to that old mall. If you really want to visit Winona Mall, I would say go now. I do not know how much will be open to the public after the remodel. However, like Plaza Square, Winona Mall is now only open on weekdays, so plan accordingly. In an old video of mine about Lark Toys, I mentioned the creepy doll competition in Rochester, Minnesota. My wife and I finally went to one of the parties in 2022, and it was a blast. What kind of people would go to a creepy doll party, though? Introverts, that's who. My wife and I stood at a small table eating snacks and sipping on drinks. I got tired of standing, and we sat at a large table for 8. After a few minutes, a woman sat down at our table. She did not talk to us. We did not talk to her. Some people did find the courage to hit the dance floor, but not many. I hope we find time to go again, but since 2023, I've been spending money on hotels for malls instead of dolls. By the way, here I am with the winner of the 2022 competition. I am failing to copy her pose. Maybe next time. Thank you for joining me on this tour of Winona's malls. I hope you have a great day. Take care.